We will continue from where we have left, that is question number 5. It is saying a container is shaped like a cylinder, right, circular cylinder having diameter 12 centimeter and 15 meter, is full of ice cream. The ice cream is to be filled into cones of height 12 centimeter and diameter 6 centimeter, having a hemispherical shape on the top. Find the number of such cones which can be filled with ice cream. So first of all, we will write height of the cylinder as 15 centimeter. Diameter of the cylinder is given as 12 centimeter. So the radius will be 6 centimeter. From here we will find out the volume of the cylinder. This will be pi r square h. So we will write over here 22 by 7 into 6 into 6 into 15. This will be the answer of the volume of the cylinder, or you can leave it in the form of pi as well. Alright, because this, whatever is the volume of the cylinder, it is filled with ice cream. That has to be transferred into cones with the hemispherical top. So for that we will need the volume of the cone as well as the volume of the hemisphere. We will add these two and then it will be, we will divide the volume of cylinder by the addition of these two volumes. We will get the number of cones. Then after that we will take out height of the cone, which is given in the question as 12 centimeter. Radius of the cone. Now diameter of the cone is given as 6 centimeter. Therefore radius of the cone will be 6 centimeter by 2, that is 3 centimeter. So the volume of the ice cream cone will be, volume of ice cream cone will be equal to 1 by 3 pi r square h. So we will get over here 1 by 3 pi r square is 3 square into h is given as 12. So this 3 and this 3 will be cancelled. We will be left with 36 pi centimeter cube. Now for the hemisphere portion, for the hemisphere top, we will write down radius of the hemispherical top. Now it will be equal to the radius of the cone only. Okay children. So the radius of the hemispherical top will be equal to 6 by 2, that is 3 centimeter. Then after that we will find out the volume of the hemispherical portion. So volume of hemispherical portion, sorry children, volume of hemispherical top will be equal to 2 by 3 pi r cube. So we will get 2 by 3, pi will be as it is, r cube, we will get 3 cube. So from here we will be getting 1 3 will be cancelled with the denominator. We will be left with, this will be 3 into 3 into 3. We will be left with 18 pi centimeter cube, right? So we will write number of cones is equals to volume of cylinder divided by the volume of cone plus volume of hemispherical top plus volume of hemispherical top. So let us write down the equation. We will get volume of cylinder. Now the volume of cylinder we have calculated in the form of pi, that is 540 pi centimeter cube. So here we will write 540 pi divided by volume of cone is given as 36 pi. Volume of cone is given as 36 pi plus 36 pi plus volume of hemispherical top is 18 pi, right? So here we will write 540 pi divided by 36 plus 18 pi. So first of all, what we are going to do, we are going to take pi common and then we will add 36 and 18. we will get 54 pi. So pi and pi gets cancelled. 54 ones is 54, 54 tens is 540. So we will get the answer 10. Therefore, the final answer will be therefore number of cones is equals to 10. Number of ice cream cones. Number of ice cream cones will be 10. As I said before, question number 6 is your homework and question number 9 is your homework. Let us move on to question number 7. Question number 7 is a cylindrical bucket 32 centimeter high and with radius of base 18 centimeter is filled with sand. So this is a bucket of the height and radius is given. It is filled with sand. This bucket is emptied on the ground and a conical heap of sand is formed. If the height of the conical heap is 24 centimeter, find the radius and the slant height of the heap. So this is a particular cone that has been formed in the when the sand is dropped onto the ground. So now we know that the volume of the bucket and the volume of the cone shaped sand will be the same. So by equating the two, we will be able to find the length, with the slanting height and the radius of the cone. So first of all, let us write down what is given in the question. Radius of the cylindrical bucket is given as 18 centimeter. Height is given as 32 centimeter. With these two things, we can easily find out the volume of the cylindrical bucket. So volume of the cylindrical bucket will be, we all know, it is pi r square h. On substituting the values, you will get 10,368. Pi, I have not solved it yet because it will be eventually cancelled, centimeter cube. Now, after that, we will write what else is given, that the height of the conical heap is given. Okay, so we will write height of conical heap is given as 24 centimeter. But we don't know the radius, so we will write down let the radius of the conical heap be r centimeter. Alright, so let us take out the volume. Volume of conical heap is equals to 1 by 3 pi r square h. So we will have 1 by 3, pi will be as it is, r square we don't know, this will be as it is, h is given as 24. So 3 and 24 gets cancelled, 8. We are left with 8 pi r square centimeter cube. Okay, so after that we will write, we know volume of cylindrical bucket is equal to the volume of conical heap. So equate the two. How much you will get, children? See, this you have 10,368. So we will write 10,368 pi equals to 8 pi r square. So pi and pi gets cancelled. What we are left with? We are left with 10,368 divided by 8 equals to r square. So 10,368 divided by 8, we will get the answer as 1296 equals to r square. So when this will be solved, we will be left with r as of 1296 equals to r. That means the value of 36. 1296 square root is 36 centimeter. Now we have the radius of the cone. We need just the height, the slanting height of the cone, isn't it? So we will write let the slant height of the cone be equal to L centimeter. So in a cone, we all know we can write it as L square equals to R square plus H square, isn't it? By Pythagoras theorem. By Pythagoras theorem. So from here we will get L square is equals to R square, that is 36 square plus 24 square. L square we will get it as 1296 plus 576, which is equals to 1872. On solving this, we will get L is equals to under root of 1872. L is equals to, now if we will solve 1872, I hope you all know how to solve it. Still I will solve it for you all. The value of 1872, the square root. We get 2 nines are 36, 2 fours are 8, 2 6 are 12, 2 8s are 16. We will get 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8. This we will get it as 17, and 117, it will be divisible by 13. So this we will get 13 nines are, 3 threes are, 3 ones are. So here you can see 1 2 is coming up from here, 1 2 from here, 1 3 from here. So 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12. We have 12 root 3 centimeter. This is the value of the slant height. Now let us move on to question number 8. Last question is your homework, children. Question number 9 is your homework. Question number 8 says water in a canal which is 6 meter wide and 1.5 meter deep is flowing with a speed of 10 kilometer per hour. That means if the height and the width is given, children, that means the canal isn't cuboidal in shape. So first of all, we will write what is given in the question, that the width of the canal is 6 meter, depth of the canal is 1.5 meter, and the rate of the water that is flowing is 10 kilometer per hour. Moving forward with the question, how much area will it irrigate in 30 minutes if 8 centimeter of standing water is needed? So length of the canal that is covered in 1 hour, we know it is 10 kilometer. Okay. So now see, they are asking the time, that how much, sorry, they are asking the area of the canal, how much will it irrigate in 30 minutes. So this 1 hour 10 kilometer per hour we have to cover in minutes. We know the length of the canal covered in 1 hour is 10 kilometer. 1 hour we can write it as 60 minutes also. So that will give us length of the canal covered in 1 hour, 60 minutes is also 10 kilometer. Then if we can find out how much is covered in 1 minute, we can find out how much it can cover in 30 minutes as well. So the length of canal covered in 1 minute is 10 upon 60 kilometer, that is 1.6 kilometer. So the length of canal covered in 30 minutes will be 30 multiplied by how much it covers in 1 minute, that is 1.6, that we will get 5 kilometer. Now convert 5 kilometer into meter, you will get 5,000 meters. So we know that the canal is cuboidal in shape. So we can write down the volume of canal as length into breadth into height. So we will write it as length as 5,000 into breadth is given as 6 into height is given as 1.5. We get the answer over here as 45,000 meter cube. Now, after taking out the volume of water that will flow through the canal in 30 minutes, we need to find out the how much area will it cover. So we will write over here that let the area irrigated by the water be equal to a meter square. All right. So then a meter square will be how much? Then a is equals to C. Area we will multiply. Now this has to be if 8 centimeter of standing water is needed, right? So we will write over here A into 8 upon 100 is equals to 45,000, as it will be equal to the volume, that is a volume of water that is covered in 30 minutes. Why are we writing 8 upon 100? Because this 8 centimeter we have to convert it into meters. So this will become 8 upon 100 meters. So from here A will be 45,000 into 100 upon 8. From here you will get the answer as 56.25 meter square. 56.2500. Wait. The answer will be, children, sorry, it will be 56 562,500 meter square. This completes your question number 8, and question number 9 is homework. With this we complete the chapter 13. Thank you children. God bless you all.